Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Wednesday night. Well, something has to give. The train that is coming at us is picking up speed. Something has to be done. And I'm going to go more into that. I'm also going to talk about a little bit about my grocery shopping experience last night. I have a very good verse I'm going to share that I believe will be a great encouragement to many of you. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to go into a couple of little things first. I noticed in the news the United States national debt hit $33 trillion dollars for the first time. And it's not done. I mean, it's not done. That's the sad part about it. This is 2 weeks, coming 2 weeks before the federal government faces a potential shutdown over a lack of funding. There's no excuse. We shouldn't even be talking about that, you know? All right, I got to get into this. I had to go make a quick run to Kroger last night. It was about 8:30. We just needed a couple of things that we needed for today. And so I made a quick run. Now, we typically do our grocery shopping during the day, on the weekend, because we work during the week, but I ran out there. So I don't know if it's like this where you live, but it's a different looking crowd. It's a different crowd after 8:30 at the grocery store. I guess I'm sounding like an old fogey or something. I know. But I guess my next thought is they need to put some clothes on. Put some clothes on. I mean, I don't. I mean, okay, if you're 25 and okay, 35 for that matter, 45, and you have the hard body and you work out and you got the body, okay, I guess I can kind of see that, but um, a lot of these folks have no business wearing that stuff. This the tight fitting stuff and all that. You see everything. Nothing's left to the imagination. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see your stuff. Now that goes for the guys too. I saw guys like this too. I mean, don't need to see your stuff. You don't see my stuff. I wear a shirt like this, a t-shirt, cap. I got old shorts that I wear out in the yard. I mean, I'm covered. I'm covering my stuff up. Okay, and I got tennis shoes on. Okay, that's it. That's that's what I look like going in there. All right. I don't need to see your stuff. All right. I really don't. And it's it's just something. Anyway, I had to share that. Okay. It's anyway. I had to share it. Okay. I'll go on here. Also, so I saw today where Brandon has announced is set to announce another significant weapons package for overseas to the UKR. This is going to be, I guess, announced or I guess talked about during Zelensky's visit to Washington's coming up. I don't even know what it is. I guess it's soon. Also, Brandon launches American Climate Corps. Now, this is to mobilize young people for the front lines of clean energy and climate resilience. We're going to train young people in high demand skills for jobs in clean energy economy. I don't know what that means, but uh, the American Climate Corps will put a new generation of Americans to work. Now, it mentioned some other things they're going to accomplish with this. It said conserving our lands and waters. Sounds nice. In their world, I don't know what that means. Bolstering community resilience. What does that mean? I don't know. I think the community's in trouble right now. I mean, for other reasons. Now this is my favorite one now. Advancing environmental justice. I'm going to repeat that. Advancing environmental justice. What does that mean? Tackling climate change. Of course. You know, they call this the American Climate Corps. How about an Americans for Economy, a better economy corps? How about Energy Independent Corps? How about a restore the American dream core? How about stop the spending, stop spending money core? Do we have a core for that? Do we have a czar? We need a czar for that. Save our future generations core. Homeless and substance abuse and mental health core. How about that? How about a protect the border core? I'm not holding my breath. We're not going to hear about none of that. Oh. Get me started on the border. I don't know. That's another video. That's an additional video. It's unreal. I'm not going to go into it now. I'll just. Okay. Sending billions of dollars overseas. Printing money into oblivion. Okay. Running up the deficit on the backs of future generations. I'm seriously concerned. I know y'all are. Most of y'all are too. For our future generations, for our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and beyond. I mean, that would be my, my message to any of them, elected officials or unelected, stop spending money, stop printing money. But they can't help themselves. They're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep doing it. So something's got to give. I mean, what stops this? What does it just continue until everything collapses? Till we have a collapse of sorts? I mean, that's the way it looks. What do we do? How do we react to this? How do we prepare? I mean, I think a few different things, and y'all share what you're doing and what you think we could do, because I don't think 2024 is going to change anything. I don't think, no matter who gets elected or if we have an election, I don't think it's going to change anything. I just really don't. I'm not optimistic on that. I'm just not. First things that come to mind, circle the wagons. We've talked kind of a little bit about it before. Invest in your property and yourselves. Items of value. I don't know how much cash you can stack some cash. So, but then it keeps getting devalued. So I would say, any land, anything you have that's a value, keep in good shape, like your home, your automobiles, keep them running good. Personal security, your home security, fortify. We've noticed, we're in a small neighborhood here, and with the way prices of houses are going in the housing market, it appears that, we went through some years there of some turnover in the neighborhood, and now that's just stopped, and it looks like a lot of folks, a lot of families, a lot of people in here are just doing some little upgrades here and there that they can, whether that's on their land or whether it's on their house or little additions on their house. We've noticed a few doing improvements, doing like an enclosed patio, out back, and such, similar things, and fencing and just bolstering up their property. And it looks to me like a lot of people just want to fortify. We were talking about this, and we're talking about fortify our property, fortify our location here, neighborhood, and just for the long haul, for what is coming. And we have a pretty tight neighborhood here. I mean, there's a lot of eyes on everything all the time, a lot of cameras out there. We communicate, a good many of us, not everybody communicates a good bit, so if there's something that comes in the neighborhood doesn't belong, that's a stranger or something, a lot of people know right away. So, so that's the good part about it. But so I encourage you, if you can, to start getting to know, depending on where you live, your situations, it's different for everybody. I get it. Also, and I've mentioned this before, but I mean, pay attention. And a lot of people talk about the 2024 elections and the national thing. And that's all, but more importantly is your local, right there, your county, where you live, your sheriff. I mean, is probably one of the most, if not the most powerful person in your county, the county sheriff. They can deputize, I guess, people. I mean, case in point, look at New Mexico out there, Albuquerque, New Mexico, where that governor said that she was going to suspend basically the Second Amendment, saying that there's no carry, no conceal. allowed for 30 days. And she said, this is going to be for 30 days. You can't conceal it. Starting immediately. The sheriff was like, nope. The sheriff was like, nope, we ain't doing that. My guy, we're not going to enforce this. So, excellent example of paying attention to your local. So the governor said that, the sheriff at the county level, that county, nah, we ain't doing that deal. No, go back home. So I think that was awesome. So yes, pay a lot of attention, and I don't do it enough myself, but the local, what is going on around you, okay? And get to know it, get to know some people, all right? Make some connections. Your church too, okay? All right, I've droned on enough probably about that stuff. Let me go to the verse, which is, the dogs are getting restless over here. Teddy, what are you doing, man? You want to say hello? I'll give you an opportunity. Teddy. All right, I'll do it last. I'll do the verse. All right. The verse is Matthew. Matthew, this is the Beatitudes, starting at the Beatitudes. Matthew chapter 5, verse 3 says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. It's always been one of my favorite verses. And I believe, a lot of people think that Jesus is the Sermon on the Mount, and a lot of people believe that, he's speaking to, how we are, we may not, those of us especially who are of meager or modest means, we are limited in what we can provide, what we can give. We can give ourselves, our talents, our gifts to the service of the Lord, to the kingdom, to the further the kingdom, and that He is everything. And we need Him. We need Jesus because we are human and we're broken. And those of us who do that will, even if we're poor in the spirit, we inherit the kingdom of heaven. And I believe that's what they're getting at there. And I hope that's encouraging. Share your thoughts. Let's keep preparing. Let's keep safe. Let's keep aware out there. God bless you. I'll see you soon.